Good afternoon, I'm Riza Diaz and this is One News Now. New anti-poverty czar Larry Gadon has been unanimously disbarred by the Supreme Court. Now, this was brought on by Gadon's repeated profane remarks against journalist Raisa Robles in 2022. According to the High Court, the video clip was indisputably scandalous and that it discredits the legal profession. The court also pointed out that lawyers must avoid such behavior, whether it be in their public or private life. The Supreme Court also reiterated that there are 6 other administrative cases against Gadon that are pending before the Office of the Bar Confidant, while 4 other cases remain unresolved before the Integrated Bar of the Philippines. The Supreme Court also cited Gadon in direct contempt of court after baseless bias allegations against Senior Associate Justice Marivic Lunen and Associate Justice Alfredo Caguiwa. Now, at the same time, the Supreme Court reminded all lawyers that the court will never tolerate abuse in whatever form, especially when perpetrated by an officer of the court. Meanwhile, Gadon said he will file for a motion for reconsideration. He also noted that the decision will not affect his appointment as new presidential advisor, as the post has nothing to do with lawyering.
Magpa-file ng motion for reconsideration because the decision was too harsh. I have not been practicing as a lawyer since 2015, so parang hindi ko rin naman naramdaman yan. Besides, itong position naman ng presidential advisor on poverty alleviation has nothing to do with legal work. Dahil ano yan it's a management work.
In relation to that, journalist Raisa Robles thanked the Supreme Court for its decision to disbar Larry Gadon. But while Robles welcomed the development, she said her legal team will carry on with cases against the disbarred lawyer. She also called on law experts to look into the reasons why her cases were thrown out twice. Nevertheless, Robles said she understands and respects that legal processes have to take due course. Now, another decision out of the Supreme Court, the High Tribunal has declared as unconstitutional the law postponing the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections. The Supreme Court stressed that constitutionally granted right to vote requires the holding of genuine periodic elections. However, the Supreme Court said it recognizes the legal practicality and necessity to proceed with the local elections. Public Act 11935 postponed the BSKE from its initial schedule of December 5, 2022 to last Monday of October this year. In a statement, COMELEC Chairman George Garcia says the court's decision will not affect their preparations for the polls. Garcia adds that the ruling is more addressed to the political departments of the government for future guidance. Moving on to another story, over 40,000 Maynilad customers from Las Piñas City and Bacoor and Imus in Cavite will be experiencing water interruptions starting today. The service interruptions will last from 5 p.m. to 6 in the morning every day for 6 weeks or until August 8. According to Maynilad, that during this time, they are replacing 3 out of 14 ultrafiltration membranes, after which they will again release another schedule of water interruptions as the remaining 11 filters also need to be replaced. With this, Maynilad is advising its affected customers to store water in the morning for use during the hours without supply. The concessionaire will also deploy water tankers to service affected customers. The National Water Resources Board will cut water allocation for Metro Manila by July. The NWRB said it has approved the 50 cubic meters per second allocation for Metropolitan Water Works storage system. That's lower than the 52 CMSS allocated for MWSS and water concessionaires until the end of the month. Over 600,000 homes in Metro Manila face looming water interruptions due to declining water levels in Angat Dam. If the allocation decreases further or if there is insufficient rainfall, these households may lose water supply for up to 12 hours per day. Meanwhile, NWRB has approved a maximum of 28.5 cubic meters per second water allocation for the National Irrigation Administration.
Ang mga scenario kung hindi dumating ang ulan is that we will have to have a pressure management. Baka babaan namin ang pressure sa bawat bahay. Pangalawa, kung may interruption, we make it a point na ang interruption will be in the evening. Up to early morning na mga tao ay natutulog at hindi masyadong mai-inconvenience.
Time to take a quick break. One News Now. We'll be back with more stories after that. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. TV5 and ABS-CBN have signed a five-year deal to deliver premier TV entertainment to Filipinos. Telling us more about this is mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, who's reporting to us live from Mandaluyong. Pam, can you tell us how did the contract signing go?
Hi Riza, there's no holiday for MediaQuest and ABS-CBN executives as both networks renewed their contract on content supply partnership for 5 years. With this renewal, the public can expect more shows of ABS-CBN aired on the Kapatid network. These include primetime shows on weekdays and even weekends. But TV5 President and CEO Guido Zaballero said that this is just the tip of the iceberg, as both companies have a lot of programs in store for the audience. Mr. Zaballero said that they value the partnership they have with ABS, and with content partnership, it's always a win-win situation, not just for the two companies, but more importantly, to viewers. Through their partnership, MediaQuest will widen the reach by improving their antennas in the country, like in Ilocos, Zambales, and even in Metro Manila. ABS-CBN Chairman Martin Lopez expresses gratitude that their partnership with MediaQuest will still continue for 5 years. He added the renewal also strengthens the partnership or relationship of both networks as they promise to work hard and produce quality and top-rated shows. Also present were MediaQuest Holdings President and CEO Jane Jimenez Basas, ABS-CBN President and CEO Carlo L. Katigbak, ABS-CBN Chief Partnership Officer Roberto Barriero, and ABS-CBN Chief Operating Officer Maria Socorro Vidanes. Riza?
Thank you for that update. That was mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez. Now, no more It's More Fun in the Philippines. That's as the Tourism Department launches its new slogan, Love the Philippines. The fresh tagline was unveiled during the DOT's 50th anniversary celebration on Tuesday. The agency said they chose the slogan because it captures the many things to love about the country, from food and tourist destinations to rich and vibrant Filipino culture.
Love the Philippines is a recognition of our natural assets, our storied history, our rich culture and diversity. There is so much more to the Philippines than the fun and adventure that we have so far articulated to the world.
Now here's a quick look at today's other top stories. President Bongbong Marcos encourages Filipinos to remember the value of sacrifice and selflessness as the Muslim community celebrates Eid al-Adha, or the Feast of Sacrifice, today. Eid al-Adha commemorates the willingness of the Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice his son upon Allah's command. Today is a non-working holiday for many, and with that, the number coding has been lifted. The low-pressure area off Ilocos Norte has left the Philippine area of responsibility. Now, according to Pag-asa, the LPA is now located some 250 kilometers west-northwest of Lawag, Ilocos Norte. The Weather Bureau forecasts cloudy skies with scattered rain showers in Metro Manila, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Western Visayas, Zambales, and Bataan. Metro Manila slips to 136th out of 173 in the list of most livable cities in the world. The ranking went down by 4 notches based on the latest report by the Economist Intelligence Unit. Cities are assessed using over 30 qualitative and quantitative factors across 5 categories: stability, healthcare, culture, education, and infrastructure. One News Now will be back at 3 in the afternoon. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.